Hello everyone, my name is Kirk Charles and I'm here for today's strength challenge. Only 20 minutes, I'll go over 3 exercises using the resistance bands and body weight. That's it. As you know, gyms have been closed across the country, so we have to figure out ways to stay in shape at home. Get yourself a set of resistance bands. I'm telling you, it will be one of the best investments you have ever made. Get a set of resistance bands. I'm not recommending any particular kind. Just get the ones where the handle is detachable. I think these are the best and the easiest. Also, you need a door stop. So you have to put your resistance band in the door in order to do certain exercises. And I'll show you what I mean before we get started. We have about 1 minute before we do start. So I put this in the door, as you can see here, and just shut the door, and I'm latched in. I'm ready to go. There are a lot of exercises I can do with the band in this position. So also, there are the rubber band types of bands that do not have a detachable handle, but you can put a handle on it if you have a carabiner, which is very simple. The carabiner is this little thing right here in the end, so you can attach that to the band and attach a handle to it if you feel you need to. These bands are great also for doing certain exercises, one of which could just be a pull apart. Oh, and that feels good. So, it is about time to get started. We have 20 minutes, and I will give you updates on the time because I know you have to get back to work. But I'll be here again tomorrow at 1 p.m. So let's just start with a nice, simple fly. I love doing flies because they work the pecs. So, stepping out into lunge, and we move that out of the way, lunge, arms nice and wide, and just bringing the arms together. Now, with the bands, it's tough because as you go through the concentric part of the exercise, the resistance gets greater. So it feels like the band is pulling me back. So it's a little difficult weight-wise. And let me get this nice and level. There it is. So sometimes it can be difficult, but it's fun. So I'm starting with my hands slightly in front of my shoulders and bringing the hands together. Feel my pecs, warm me up a bit. I don't bring my arms all the way back behind my shoulders. Keep them just slightly in front. 5 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so with that exercise coming forward, you feel that right here in the pecs. And I feel it more on the outside of the pec than on the inside. However, if you change your body alignment, you can hit more of the inside of the pec. Also, feel it in my arms and my shoulders. My legs aren't really working that much, just to keep me in place and stabilize me, and I will move the camera back just a little bit so you get a better view. And you can see I'm huffing, I'm puffing just that little bit. Got me winded. So let's do another set here. Now, also with the resistance bands, you don't really know how much weight you're moving. I have 2 bands on here, the red and the black, as you can probably see. I can take one off and make it easier. I could add one more and make it a little more difficult. But right now, this is as difficult as I would like for it to be. So, nice strong stance. I like to exhale during the concentric part of the exercise, which is in, out. 5 more. really felt it in the shoulders in this area. I don't know why, but that wasn't easy. So now, it is now, well, we have plenty of time. Time is moving slow today, which is good. Now I'm going to detach the red and the black band. So, see how easy it is to manipulate these, get these in the right position. Now this time, I'm doing a reverse lunge. Now, I just had an article published, I believe it was yesterday in Men's Health, regarding the reverse lunge, which I'm going to put some information online about that. But this exercise is great. So notice I bring the bands up. I don't like the bands on the outside of my arm. I just don't like that feeling right here, as you can see. So normally, when I bring them up on the inside. Therefore, you don't have to worry about them scraping against your arm. So the band is now under one foot, which is my right foot. I'm going to do a reverse lunge. Left leg, back up. Left leg, back up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm wobbling a bit. You gotta be steady. 9, 10. So, doing a lunge obviously is going to work my legs, my glutes, my quads, but with this resistance band, and as the load increases as I come up, it really works your upper body also. It works your balance, your back, your shoulders. I mean, whoever invented the resistance bands is a genius. So let's switch legs 10 times. Again, it's under, this time, it'll look like my right foot in the camera, but it's actually my left foot coming up in position. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we'll do one more set each leg. A little rest. I have to get my rest in also. If anyone has a comment or has a question about what I'm doing, please type it in. I don't see any thus far, but if you do have a comment or a question, type it in. I'll do my best to address it. So let's get another set in. It is now 7 after the hour. 1:07. I'm stepping on with my right foot this time, and I'll angle myself a little toward the side. So see what I'm doing here. There we go. All right. Ooh. Let's reload. Let's reload. Again, with these bands, it makes it a little tough sometimes. 1, 2. Trying to keep the back up as straight as possible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. This feels good. There's no excuse to not be in excellent physical condition during this coronavirus lockdown. You can work out in the privacy of your own home. You have your bands. You have me here to help you. Everything is in your favor right now, everything. So hopefully you're not sick. Hopefully you don't have the coronavirus. And that said, why not get in the best physical condition you can get in? using your resistance bands and your own body weight. All right, other leg, one more set. And up. And showing you the other side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right, that felt good. So now, let's reattach to the doorstop. And with this one, I'm only going to use one band, just the red one. So I'm detaching the black one, just using the red, and I'm going to use one handle. So I have the red one attached to both ends, as you can see here, and I'm only using one handle, and I'm just going to do a little rotation. So I'm imagining that the band is like at a 45-degree angle from my body, all right? And I'm grabbing with both hands, and I'm just gonna pull across. Okay. It's a little rotation. 6, 7, I feel this more in my core. 8, 9, 10, I mean right here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, a little rest. Now, it's 11 after the hour. You can see that I'm sweating a little bit. I'm going to the other side, but I want you to see that I am sweating with these resistance bands. And Anthony St. John is watching. Hello, sir. Can't go that low that fast. What should I concentrate on? This is a question from my dear mother, who anyone at any age from 0 to 100 can use these resistance bands, and I want my mom to be strong. Therefore, go slow, focus on form, do not go that fast. Never try to speed up an exercise to the point where you're losing your form. That's always a bad idea. Go slow. Plus, when you go slow, there's more time under tension also, so it can be more strenuous. Therefore, let's move on, because I have to do the other side. And forgive me for putting my back to you, but now you can see this more from a side view. And actually, I think that I should move the camera just so you get a better view. Let's see, I think over here would be better. Here we go. So, at like a 45-degree angle. And come here, girls. 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to move this camera back just slightly. There we go. There we go. All right, here we go. 2, that feels good. 3, 4, 5. I'm trying not to move my lower body. 6, 7. Let's rotate the shoulders. 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a good exercise for golfers. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. All right, so let's move the camera back. David Ergos, hello David. Thank you for tuning in. Now, Christine Gregory, hi. Pinky. Christine Gregory, my good buddy's tuned in. She has the smallest pinkies in the world. That's why I call her Pinky. I love her to death. She's a great lady. You gotta love her. Gotta love her. Nice, nice, beautiful lady. All right, now, we have to do those 3 exercises one more time. We only have 8 minutes left. So that means I gotta push. And I'm going to reattach the other handle. And also, for the flies, I use the red and the black bands. Reattach the black. Reattach the black over here. All right, let's rock and roll with this. Again, there's no excuse to not be in excellent shape during this pandemic we've been beset by. Okay, in position for the flies, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going a little faster because of time. 10, but slow is good too. Slow is fine, all right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Again, we're doing the flies from a side position. I like to start my hands slightly in front of my shoulders, come together, come back, slightly in front of the shoulders. I don't like to go far back like this. I think that puts an extra strain on the shoulders, the rotator cuff, a strain that does not need to be there, especially if you're getting old like I am. So do not stress yourself out when exercising. Rock Law, what's happening, brother? How are you? Do not stress yourself out with exercise. You do not want to be injured. As you get older, your recovery time is extended. So if you get hurt, you may stay hurt, and we don't want that at all. So safety is always first. We're not trying out for the Olympic Games. We just want to look good and feel good. Your reward is looking good, feeling good. All right, so I'm in position. Another set of flies. Nice, strong stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tell your friends about this stream, 1 p.m. I'll be back tomorrow. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That felt good. All right, let's detach our bands. And we have to go back to the reverse lunge. And we're doing great. We have 3 minutes left. Let's see, Darren Patterson, homeboy. What's happening, brother? Let's see what we can do here. Now, I'm going to step on with my left foot. It will look like my right foot to you. I'm going to angle away a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Hands up. A little high at shoulder height. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, I'm going a little fast. 7, you can slow it down. 8, 9, 10. Piece of cake, right? Now, I'm feeling that in the upper body because normally if I was in the gym and I was doing this exercise, I'd have the weights at my side, right? And I wouldn't really feel it in my shoulders, just my forearms and my fingers, you know, and my hands to grip the dumbbell. But since it's up, now the upper body's working. And also, the legs are working. I feel it in my quads, like right here. That's why I love the lunge. If you want those like teardrop quads, you gotta do lunges, man. Those things are cool. Redrick Johnson, what's happening, brother? From the great state of Texas. All right, now, I forgot which leg I just did. I think I stepped back with my right leg that time. This time I'm going for the left. I'll give you a different angle here. There you go, now you can see. Okay, up with the bands, bang. Yeah, this feels good and powerful, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going low, trying not to land my knee on the ground. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bang. Now, you're going to have to forgive me for a second because I forgot which exercise we did last. And we don't have much time. Oh, I remember. The mind is going. The mind is going. We did a little rotation, getting the thoracic spine involved. An exercise that is great for golfers. I have not played golf all year, unfortunately. So please forgive me, I'm skipping over that second set of reverse lunges, going right into the rotation exercise. Why? Because of the interest of time. I had vowed I would keep this to 20 minutes. I'm going a little past 20 minutes, so please forgive me. Who else is tuned in? Commissioner Carly, how are you? What type of, I have a question here, what type of bands are you using? After I finish this exercise, I will tell you, okay? So, imagining at a 45-degree angle to my body, that's my starting position, rotating across. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is all in here, baby. 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, trying not to move my hips that much. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, let me move the camera again, give you a different angle. Different angle here. There we go. When you live in a nice little small apartment, you have to make do with what you got. You gotta make do, baby. All right. Here we go. Let's move this angle back a bit. Angle it back. Sasha Cooper. What's happening, Sasha Cooper? All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And this is pretty easy for 5, 6, because I used to do this a lot in the gym with weights, with the cable machine. So this is really not stressing me out too much, but I still do feel it in the abs. And I lost count, so I'm going to assume 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we went a little over time. That was a little greater than 20 minutes, so I apologize, but we got it in, and I'll be back tomorrow, of course. So, on to the questions. What type of bands are you using? I'll show you what I have. Now, I have 2 sets of bands that I got on Amazon. One is Fitness Insanity. I'm not recommending these bands, by the way. They all, when you go on Amazon, you'll notice that you get a lot of different makes and models of products, but they all seem to be about the same. This is the one that I got, Fitness Insanity. I got it because you get 5 different types of bands. Here I have, give me a second. I have blue, yellow. The yellow is the lightest, it's the easiest to have. Blue, green, black, and red. These are the toughest. And also I recommend getting bands where they are detachable. This is a carabiner and it can attach to the handle. Now, hold on one second. Look how much I'm sweating just from this little itsy bitsy 20-minute workout. That was really nothing, right? But you can do a lot in 20 minutes. Now, this band does not have a detachable handle. This one does. To me, this is a better buy, because if you buy bands like this, you have to buy 5 separate bands with 5 sets of handles. To me, it's just a waste. So I get this one where I can't attach. Okay, now this set of bands, and most of them always come with a door stop. So you put this in the door, and one little hint, when you put it in the door, you want a door that opens away from you. A door that opens away from you, because I'm going to put this in the door, the round part here, in the door, and shut it, and bang, there we go. Now imagine if I'm pulling on this and the door opened into me, and by mistake maybe someone walked in, maybe it wasn't locked or secured like I thought it was. Well, we could have a big accident, and that's the last thing that we want. So get one where the door is away from me. And lastly, I got some extra carabiners. This is a very heavy duty one. You will not get this with the band set. So I had to buy a couple of these separately, because if I didn't have this carabiner attached, right? Let me take it out. If I didn't have it, whenever I want to add bands to an exercise to put in the doorstop, I would have to take them loose and insert it individually into the doorstop like that, so it would attach, as you can see. I don't like doing that. I think it just wastes a little bit of time. So therefore, get the extra carabiner. And 2 of these might cost you about $10. So just a little extra. I have a question here. I'm actually driving, so if you could just tag the information below on this video and send to my messenger, I would appreciate that. You got it, but you will be able to see this video later in the day, because it's going to be saved on my stream on Facebook and also on my fan page. Now, one other thing, I got another set of bands, SunPow, S-U-N-P-O-W. These bands are more of the rubber band type bands. They don't have handles on them, you know, not at all. So it's just a rubber band, but I can, as you see with this one, attach a carabiner to it. And with the carabiner attached to it, like so, I can attach a handle. So that said, with this red band, I can attach it right here. So again, get the detachable handles and the carabiner, because you can do some pretty neat stuff with it. And I don't use these rubber bands as much. I use the ones with the handle, but they do come in handy depending on the type of exercise you're doing. So as I mentioned before we even started, you can do like a little separation here. I'm just pulling apart, as you can see here. So these come in very handy also. So I strongly, strongly, strongly urge you, hey, John Earhart, what's happening? I strongly, strongly, strongly urge you, but Percival Prince is watching. Hello, Percival, to get some bands. When we go back to normal, whatever normal is, I have no idea what it's going to be, but when we go back to normal, hello, John, great, it's going to be a new normal. Gyms may never open the way that they used to. People hopefully will be working a lot more from home because now we know you don't really even need to go to the office. I can't tell you how many people, and I was one of them, are wasting an hour and a half each way going back and forth to New York when you really don't have to. It's a lot of stress. That's 3 hours out of the day. So now you can save those 3 hours, get your home gym ready, and get an exercise stability ball also. Hold on one second, I'll show you mine. This is my ball. So I use this for a lot of neat things also. But get the home gym ready because there's a lot we can do using your body weight and resistance bands. You don't have to have physical weights. They will help in some such situations. There's absolutely no doubt about that, but it's not necessary. There's still something that you can do. And then when you get the opportunity to go back to the gym, if we ever go back to the way it was, well, go ahead and do what you got to do in the gym. But there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Trust me, I've been saying it for years. You can get the job done with just a little ingenuity, just a little desire, and a small investment, because the bands that I just showed you cost less than $50 for each set. Less than $50 for each set. You can get them for under $40. I've bought them as gifts for a couple of people because I want them working out at home. I bought them as gifts for a couple of clients. So pick up your bands and let's make this thing happen. So tomorrow I will be on Instagram Live at 7 a.m. for my morning stretch, which is only 20 minutes again. And at 1 p.m. this week, I dedicated to a strength challenge using the bands, just to let you know what I do at home. I will be back on tomorrow. I may continue this next week also. So I'm giving you everything I got here. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And I'm here for you. I do personal training. I can do one-on-one sessions with you via Skype, Zoom, WhatsApp, whatever it is that you may use. And I do corporate work also, corporate training sessions. Many people now, they're at home, as you know, so they want exercise classes at home. Why not give them what they want, baby? Give them what they want. So Lizzie Blatty is watching. Hello, Lizzie. I went over a little bit with the exercise portion. We went about 23 minutes, but as time goes on, I'll perfect this art and I'll keep it under 20 minutes. So you don't need much time. You do not need much time. I'll repeat one more time. You do not need much time, but you do need consistency and you need some intensity. Short period of time, consistently and intensely, where you're focused on it and you can get the job done and you can be fit beyond 40. There's absolutely no doubt about this. Again, my name is Kirk Charles, personal trainer, freelance writer, commercial actor, and if there are no other questions, and I don't see any other questions, no, I do not. Thank you for tuning in, and I will be back tomorrow, and we're going to continue having a good time. So I'll see you at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Peace.